Hey YouTube, this is Carson from Team Chaos Spunk. Today is our first video and I decided to kick off the channel by showing you my favorite deck. I've been playing this deck for a very long time. It's Chaos Agents. So I'm just going to get into it and explain a couple of my choices. Another thing I wanted to mention is yesterday was the Akron Regionals and 6 out of the top 8 were E-Dragons. So they're going to be just as good as they were predicted. And they're going to be hard to beat. So yeah, 3 Master Hyperions and 2 Earth, and then 3 Venus, and 3 Shine Ball. So that's the standard agent lineup. I actually think that this deck, or my build of agents, don't have a hard matchup against dragons, just because, I'll explain later. 2 Thunder Kings, this is really good. I'm going to mention the E-Dragons and how a lot of stuff match up well against this. This is really good because they can't discard to add to their hand with the smaller dragons, and they can't activate Gold Sarco or Sarcophagus, and it can negate summons. It's really good. Effect Trailer stops or exceeds plays, stops a lot of effects from going off, because it's Effect Trailer. And then only 1 Herald of Orange Light. I only play 1 Christia, so it only makes sense. Well, I mean, you could play 2, but then you'd only want to play 1 Veiler. And I just like having a bigger hand in this format. 2 Max C, Max C is good. And then 1 Honest for those kinky times when you need it. 1 Christia and 1 BLS. BLS has just gone down in price so much from like when I used to have 3 and I would just like have watched them decrease in value. 2 Tour Guides, of course, that's pretty much standard for Chaos builds. 2 Kaiku, reasoning for this is it protects my graveyard from being toyed with. I like to control my graveyard. I don't like my opponents to control it because I need to have it the way I want it so I can like manipulate it to get Christia, Hyperion, Lackluster Soldier out on the field. This protects it and that's good. And it also, it's pretty good against spellbooks. It can banish monsters that they need in the grave. And it's good against dragons. It can banish the smaller dragons, and it can prevent them from banishing from their graves too. So it's a good card all around in this format. Then 2 Tragodia. It's Tragodia. It's just really good. I don't really think I need to say anything else about Tragodia. Then Gores and Spirit Reaper. Alright, so that's the monsters. I think there's 28. I could be wrong. I'm either playing 40 or 41 cards. I've kind of forgotten how much I'm playing. 2 Pot of Duality, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Creature Swap. A lot of people say this is a tech. I consider this almost a necessity in agents because it's actually a really good play to just give them a Shine Ball and you take a big monster. Monster Reborn, and then of course your 3 MST. You hate back row, so you get rid of it. For the traps, I play 3 traps, 2 Phoenix Chains and 1 Torrential Tribute. Phoenix Chains are in here, just because this format is solely based off extra decks really. Harpies don't really have a main deck that can do a lot. It's all based around their extra deck. Same with, the dragons have a lot of attack, and some of them, I think Tempest and Blaster have a good effect, but their Exceed plays are what's better, and this really stops them from getting the Draco Sack Lad play and setting up for the future. It stops Big Eye from taking your monsters also. So I think they're just going to be really good this format. I'm just going to go ahead and do the extra deck here before I do the side. The Gusto Phoenix, it sets up the OTK. Gachi Gachi for defense. Leviathan, Leviair, Zen Mains, Tempo, just pretty much standard stuff that you'd see in an extra deck. Photon, Papil Operative, I don't know. Utopia. I'm planning to either get a Geiger Cowboy or a Maystroke, or Black Ship of Corn, because I only have 2 rank 4s in here and I kind of want to expand it. Also, my extra deck only has 14 cards because I was previously playing Genex Ally Birdman, but I took it out, and that was allowing me to access Triforce for my extra deck. So yeah, I'm not playing that anymore. Magical Android, I have the choice of playing Catastor or Magical Android, and I just prefer Magical Android because it repays for the Shine Balls, and it's light, so it's honestable, which is actually like an unexpected. Your opponents will attack without thinking and get honest. It's really unexpected. Tempest Magician, I'm most likely going to replace this with Gaia, but this is good. It can burn for a game, and I have Kaiku, which allows me access. Black Rose, Stardust, and Mistworm. Scrap Dragon and Mistworm. And then an open space for whatever, most likely Black Ship of Corn or Maystroke. For the extra, these are for Dark Worlds. This is for like Inzectors and Dark Worlds. This is for grave relevant decks, like sort of Infernities, sort of Mermails. This is for anything that I feel I need to play it in. Trap heavy decks. Just a third Fiendish Chain, just in case I feel I need it. I usually side into a really hefty extra like side deck with traps, just because I usually get my opponents to side out their MSTs because I only play 3 traps anyway, so they usually side 1 or 2 out, and then this allows me to access more traps. 2 Prohibitions, really good this format. This format's big around the adding to the hand, so it's good to have this, you know, just to call stuff out. And then 1 Leeching to Life, just in case you run into a light deck. Later today, I might make a binder video and put it up, but as of now, my binder is kind of messy and not filled up to its potential. Like the first page is sort of good. That's not $70, but I mean, it's empty. Like, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this deck, subscribe and tell me how you felt, or comment and say what you think should be changed. Thanks for watching again, guys. Feel free to subscribe. See ya.